I thought we did a nice job. I thought our guys really came out ready to go, which I really appreciated. Told them after the scrimmage was over, I appreciated them. You could really tell that they had gotten some rest last night and had really gone back through their installs and went out and executed at a high level. We're not where we want to be. We're making strides in the right direction. I thought it was a good first week of camp. And now that we're getting into the grind of camp, we got to push through. We got to pull some guys through, and we got to get some guys back healthy. It's got some nagging injuries, but overall, I was very pleased with how we came out in this first scrimmage.
Chad was saying that 3 of the quarterbacks were live. Wanted to see what they looked like with things going on. 3 not. What was the decision going on there?
Well, we just have to see what those guys can do. I mean, a lot of their game is with their legs, and we felt like we're in a position right now at quarterback that we could make those young guys live and see what they can do. And I think you saw them create some plays with their legs and did some nice things. And it's hard to see that when they have a black jersey on, because they break away and coach will give them a quick whistle, which we all appreciate that at times, because those guys coming loose on us sometimes we get a lot of them hurt. So we just wanted to felt like we needed to see those guys and see what they could do in a live setting.
The O-line stuff, there's been some guys having to shuffle around and some injuries. What would you say your assessment of them is?
They're coming together. We're moving some guys around, putting some guys in some positions that we think and feel like that's going to make us successful. But the main thing up front is just having the continuity of each other, playing next to each other. And with the new redshirt rule, I mean, we could possibly play just about all of them. And at some point this season, and still get them redshirted. So everybody's got to be ready to go. Like I said, when Colton got hurt, the next guy's got to be ready at all times. You never know when that one guy could get hurt, and it's your turn, it's your chance to step up. So I think that they're doing a really good job. Coach Fry's coaching his butt off, and those guys are responding in the right way and really starting to gel together.
Did you notice Cap's in you today?
I did. He did a good job. I mean, I want to go watch the film before I say he's the next guy up front, but I thought he did some really good things. He's picked up a lot of the offense really quickly in just a couple of days that we've had him. And we had Coach Fry in his ear pretty much all day, kind of reminding him what to do to make sure we didn't have a huge MA and a huge blow up. But I thought he did really well at the times I was really kind of paying attention.
Yeah, who ran the ball well today? What's your assessment of the
I thought most of them, all of them ran the ball well. I think we had a couple fumbles. Casey fumbled a couple times, but Doug Watt put one on the ground, but he was called down. But you just got to protect the ball. That's the main thing in that room. Coach Traylor says it all the time. Job security is ball security, and we got to protect the ball a little bit better. But I thought all of our running backs, I thought they ran the ball well. I thought we blocked well up front. I mean, it wasn't like they were having to run somebody over and make somebody miss. They had some good holes up front, and they found it. They found those holes, and they hit it. And we had some explosive runs. Again, I'm going to go grade the tape and find out exactly how many we had. But I was really pleased. Today, first scrimmage is usually a heavy run emphasis scrimmage. Even on second and long, I was still trying to stay on the ground and see what we could do up front. And again, I was very pleased with what we looked like running the ball.
Wide receivers, you may not have a lot for today, but just your first 7 or 8 practices, is there somebody that in those guys that?
Yeah, I think Coach alluded to it the other day about Jordan Jones. We had him. We were a bad coaching part on our job. It's coming in, didn't really know a whole lot, knew he could run. But moving him back to the outside, getting him out of the slot, I think has really helped him and really helped him come a long way since the spring. But we gotta get some consistency at that position. We've had some guys just get nagging injuries with hamstrings and groins, and so we just got to get it back healthy. And Chase Harold was having a good camp until he got some hamstring tightness. Was really pleased with him. I mean, just raising up, throwing him a quick hitch and letting him get 9 yards for us was. He's a big, strong kid. I could brag on a lot of those guys. I mean, they're doing a really good job. We've thrown, like Coach said, we've thrown a lot of plays at them. A lot of concepts by design. We wanted to see how much they retained from the spring and the summer. And then we've added some really good wrinkles that we've really studied this summer. And some things that have really helped us, especially getting those tight ends the ball. So I've overall been very pleased with what we're doing at receiver. We had a couple of drops today. I think we had about 5 or 6 drops today. We got to clean that up. especially on first down. Throwing a hitch out there, you got to be able to catch that. Pitch and catch for 5 yards at 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 10. So, I'd like to get that cleaned up, but overall, I think the first week of practice we've been pretty good shape.
Speed of getting the plays off. I know you didn't like that in the spring. Have you seen after a summer of them working on that?
Yeah, I think we've gotten a lot faster. I think that our quarterbacks are, for the most part, running the show, and they're getting them going a lot faster. Our O-line is getting down. We actually had, something we got to clean up. We had some pre-snap penalties today that are, it's a bad press conference in front of you guys, and I got to stand up here after the game and address penalties before the snap, and we've got to get that addressed. A lot of them we were waiting on somebody to get set, and that receiver, stopped his feet and then put his left back foot back. So, and we got called for it. So just getting lined up at a fast tempo and getting the ball snapped, but we've definitely come light years from where we were in the spring.
How did you do on interceptions? Did you have any of those?
Yeah, we had one. Chevin Callaway made a heck of a play, man. That was, unbelievable. Kind of a one-hand catch, kind of turned his body, one-hand catch and drug a foot in. Ty was trying to throw a back shoulder ball to the tight end, and I think the tight end maybe, again, I got to watch the film, but I think he kind of went inside, and Ty threw it outside, and Chevin just kind of turned around, one-handed it, and drug a foot. So good play by him, and that's going to happen at times. But, it wasn't in the red zone, and we got to clean that up for sure. Don't want to throw interceptions. I'm not making an excuse for that, but that was a heck of a play by him.
We've seen a big difference in Dev Wall from what we saw last year. Is he looking like a guy who could be lead back, all that?
Yeah, when we first got here, we were watching the film, and I've said this, we feel like he was kind of, just a little overweight, and he's really worked on his body, really cut his weight, and he's liking our style of offense because there's only a 6-man box and sometimes even 5-man boxes at times. So it's a lot cleaner looks for him, and if we'll cover him up front and get that dude just a little bitty hole, he's going to hit it. And he gets behind his pads, runs well. We hit him with a screen actually today. I think he went for about 30, 35 and got called back for a hold. So, again, just dumb penalties is really the only thing that I'm kind of frustrated with after the first scrimmage. We got to just clean those up, and we're going to be okay.
Coach, what did you see from Ty and Cole today?
I saw, they did a really good job. Surprised that question wasn't asked first, but they did a really good job. I think Ty, for the most part, I think he was, don't quote me on this, but I think he was about 9 of 12, something like that. And Cole had the majority of the drops, I believe, but he was about 13 of 26 with about 5 drops. I think we counted on the field. So, we'll go back and grade the film and see exactly what it was, but. I thought they did a really good job. I think that the main thing I'm really stressing to them right now is just go play quarterback for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Don't worry about being the coach. Don't worry about being an official. Don't worry about getting the fans hyped. Just go play quarterback for the University of Arkansas. That's all we're asking you to do. And they've done a good job to this point. Again, like I've said, for one of those guys to really emerge is consistency and putting our guys in the end zone. And I felt like both of them moved the ball well today at times, both of them with the ones, both of them had reps with the twos. And we'll go grade the tape and find out who had the better day.
The weight that Kelly lost, is there any evidence that helped him?
It has. It's definitely helped him. Would like him to lose some more. I think he's still about 258. His goal was 250. But he's doing a better job. I'm on his butt every day at the training table, making sure he don't go there and get some pasta and all that crazy stuff that he likes to eat. And so we're keeping him to salads and vegetables and some lean protein stuff, trying to get him to cut about 8 more pounds. But he definitely looks a whole lot better. He doesn't have the belly sticking out of his jersey anymore, which I think has helped him be able to move a little bit better and be more mobile of a quarterback. But I definitely think that the weight that a lot of our guys cut this offseason has really helped a lot of them.
In some of the open periods we've seen, the younger quarterbacks have gotten first rack. How have those guys operated when they've had the first unit?
Well, today, Connor, the other day we let Connor go with the ones to start the scrimmage out, and he did a good job. And today we let John Stephen take the ones in the first part out after the situational stuff. And I thought he did a nice job. Again, we let those guys go in a white jersey today to see what they could do with their feet. And I thought both of them did a really nice job.
Well, at what stage do you have to tailor down, not giving out a ton of reps to quarterbacks?
It's hard, yeah. That's the hardest thing. And like I said, I hope somebody starts to emerge pretty quick. We're going to have to try to start probably this week a little bit, tailoring it down. But again, those young guys need some work too because they're good quarterbacks and they're doing a heck of a job. So it's hard. It's really hard. But again, with the new redshirt rule, who knows? We might play one of those guys.